Hey friends, let's talk about history, representation, and a debate ignited by comedian Bassem Yousseff. Yousseff joined the interview to discuss the new Cleopatra docuseries that cast a biracial black actress as Cleopatra. Yousseff passionately questioned the place of black Americans in discussing Egyptian history. He even took shots at fellow comedian Kevin Hart. Well, if he was mad before, let's make him positively furious now. In truly hypocritical fashion, Yousseff had no problem generalizing our roots to solely West Africa. But the grim history of the African slave trade tells a different story. It wove a horrifying tapestry that extended beyond West Africa, reaching Central and yes, even East Africa. These diverse roots have birthed a global community of family bound by shared experiences and a kinship that transcends borders. It wasn't that long ago that we celebrated our first black American president. He had Kenyan roots, which means his grown daughters have Kenyan roots. Shall we generalize them as solely West African too? Even my own family paints a beautiful, colorful tapestry that includes different regions of Africa and even Korea. Frankly, it's amusing and a bit misguided when someone like Bassem Yousseff attempts to paint all black Americans with the same West African brush. Since he's a comedian and not a demographer, I guess he's supposed to do things like that. That's no one-off. The U.S. is a multi-level mix of people getting more diverse every single day. While acknowledging the significant influence of Arab culture on Egypt since the 7th century, it's essential to remember that Egypt's history extends far beyond this period. To imply that Egypt has always been Arab overlooks the rich tapestry of its history, which includes periods of ancient Egyptian, Greek, Roman, and Coptic Christian rule, each contributing to Egypt's unique cultural identity. Asserting that Egypt has always been Arab might serve the purpose of legitimizing certain narratives, but it does not align with the historical facts. Egypt's identity is multifaceted, a testament to its diverse historical influence and not confined to a singular cultural narrative. There were several conquests and several groups that ruled in Egypt. This included Nubians. Did you know that Nubian culture and influence can be found in several parts of Africa? Culture is deeper than blood, and history is about more than who controls arbitrary lines on a map. The rich history of Egypt encompasses periods when Nubians, who were recognized as black Africans, ruled significant parts of the region. Also, they were Christian before their fall. This makes the history of Egypt an integral part of black history and Christian history. Furthermore, the notion that being geographically distant or descendant from a different region disqualifies black Americans from being engaged in discussions about Egyptian history is fundamentally flawed. If we were to follow this logic, then only Italians could discuss Roman history, or only Greece could explore the depths of ancient Greek philosophy. This not only limits intellectual freedom and the shared exploration of our global heritage, but it also neglects the fact that history, culture, and knowledge do not exist in isolation but are part of the collective human experience. Despite all of his pontificating about not being about skin color, near the end of the interview, Yousseff still asks, where are the Egyptians? Where are the Arabs in the movie? And that is what this is really all about. At the end of the day, he just wants representation just like everybody else. Yet, the upcoming documentary that he blasted includes Moroccan actors in key roles, which hints at an inclusive cast. By the way, there's not just physical diversity among black Americans, but also opinions as well. Right now, some of them are on the internet repeating and supporting Youssef's statements. And some black Americans are facing punishment in their chosen professions for supporting Palestinian rights. These complexities are not just theoretical, they are lived experiences. In this emotional discourse, we're reminded of the importance of empathy, understanding, and the respect for all narratives. We share more than just our humanity. We share a world, a history, and a future. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If this story touched you, share, like, and subscribe for more. Remember that every voice matters, even when they hit a sour note.